party as both sides unwilling to relent. We'll get you all the latest details from both camps. And not just that, the other very interesting story coming in from Pune. The espionage case, a DRDO scientist placed under arrest by the Maharashtra ATS. We'll get you all the latest details, but up first, these are the headlines we're tracking for you at this hour. Four days since Karnataka gave out the mandate, no chief minister decided as yet. Sources suggest Siddaramaiah is the choice of the party high command. Announcement likely soon. Amid the controversy over the Kerala story, filmmakers present the real-life victims of the conversion.
Let's not go by numbers. If you actually want to know the numbers, it's much higher. It's going to be much higher than 32,000. That's what I can say today, but around the world.
Lobby claiming propaganda gets a bigger counter as the real victims narrate ordeal.
विपक्ष को अपील करना चाहता हूं कि अगर वो सच में ईमानदारी के साथ मोदी को हराना चाहते हैं तो प्रियंका गांधी को प्रधानमंत्री के पद का उम्मीदवार बनाना चाहिए.
Congress leader openly lobbies for Priyanka Vadra, says only Priyanka can face Prime Minister Modi.
Mamta ji should resign from her post. She is a failed police minister, home minister.
Major face-off breaks out between Trinamool Congress and the Bharatiya Janata Party. BJP demands resignation of Mamta Banerjee over Medinipur blast. Ladies and gentlemen, for the beleaguered Congress party, this has been a massive victory. Coming in from the state of Karnataka, where they've got 135 MLAs. 4 days on, the tussle continues, and now the entire focus has shifted from Bengaluru to the national capital. It's here where all the meetings have been taking place at the Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge's residence. Both the aspirants, DK Shivakumar as well as Siddaramaiah, have had multiple meetings with the Congress president. But now the decision lies with the High Command. So what is it that we know so far? Undoubtedly, Siddaramaiah has got the edge with the majority of MLAs supporting Siddaramaiah. But at the same time, DK Shivakumar, the KPCC president, is unwilling to give up. He's now told the party high command that the Congress has essentially won because of the effort put by him. Just about a year ago, when he was appointed as the KPCC chief, it is he who took the Bharatiya Janata Party head on. Not just that, there are several other details that we are picking up from what DK Shivakumar had to tell the party high command and why he is essentially best suited as the chief minister of Karnataka. And if that isn't agreed by the high command, then he's thrown a spanner in this entire work. He says, if not me, then make Mallikarjun Kharge the chief minister of Karnataka. I'm unwilling to work under Siddaramaiah. Take a look at all the details that we are picking up right now, and then we get you breaking news on what's really happening in the race to the chief minister's post in the state of Karnataka.
Congress is in complete confusion. The chief ministerial face is not still finalized. After 4 days of back-to-back meetings, a lot of convincing and mulling over different options, Karnataka still does not have a chief minister. If sources are to be believed, a decision will be taken likely today, and the oath-taking will take place tomorrow.
reporting from Kanti Rawa Stadium of Bengaluru, where the very important oath ceremony of Congress leader Siddaramaiah to take place tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Likely the formal announcement for Siddaramaiah will be done today in evening itself. But let me show you the visuals of the preparations which are underway. The preparations are undergoing, and the space which we are exactly showing you right now on our screen is the space where the oath ceremony will take place. The important leaders, the VVIPs, the chief ministers of the other state who will be called will all be sitting here.
Sources suggest that Siddaramaiah is a choice of high command. His supporters have already started celebrating. For now, Congress has only said that the government is going to be stable.
Karnataka will have a 5-year-long stable government. Karnataka will have a Congress government committed to peace, progress and harmony. Karnataka will ensure that the 5 Congress guarantees are implemented as promised by Shri Rahul Gandhi.
But the BJP is taking pot shots.
People have voted Congress party with the hope that change of government will bring a lot of prosperity to the state as well as the people.
As both Chief Minister aspirants camp in Delhi, the ball is in the court of Congress High Command. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Well, getting you the latest details as to what's really happening in DK Shivakumar's camp. We're getting in latest details that DK Shivakumar is unwilling to give up. Now, this is what he's told the party high command. The fact that the last time the party lost the election was essentially because the party was dubbed as an anti-Lingayat party, and the responsibility lied with none other than Siddaramaiah himself. This time, the Vocaligas have also voted en masse for the Congress party. There has been an increase of 5% in the vote share, primarily because of the Vocaligas. Important to also point out that just about a year ago, when he was appointed as the KPCC chief, at that point in time, the party was in absolute doldrums. No one was actually willing to take the reins of the party. It is he who had taken the reins of the party, and that is the reason why he says that he is best suited to be the Chief Minister of Karnataka. Largest team of reporters on the ground getting you minute-to-minute update as to what's really happening in both camps, the Siddaramaiah camp and the DK Shivakumar camp. But let's begin with those details that are emerging from DK Shivakumar's camp. I have with me my colleague Prajwal, who's joining us from Bengaluru. Prajwal, just give us a sense of what is it that DK Shivakumar has to say? What is it that he's told the party high command? Multiple meetings have taken place here in the national capital at Mallikarjun Kharge's residence, and thereafter also the conversation that we're given to understand that he's had with Sonia Gandhi. So what more are you picking up?
Now, Shavan, to add on to the points that where you stated that the Lingayats have voted en masse to the Congress, and that is one of the major reasons because of him. And why he attributes this success to the Lingayats and Vocaligas is because of the fact that he had reached out to the Vocaliga mutts, and mainly him being a Vocaliga face. Yes, the Vocaligas have voted, but this time around, if you see the voting percentage of the Vocaligas, it has increased by 5%, and all this 5% has gone completely to the Congress, and the Congress have secured a lot of votes, especially in the old Mysuru region, and he's decimated the JDS party in the old Mysuru region, especially in Mandya, which is considered to be a bastion of the JDS party, where the Congress has been successful in getting 5 votes and also five seats, and also an independent who has gone ahead and expressed their support for the Congress party, essentially meaning to state that this was mainly because of DK Shivakumar. And secondly, he's also speaking about the clean sweep in Madikeri as well as in Chikmagaluru, which attributes to 7 seats in 2 districts, where he was the one who brought in Thammayya, Ponnanna as well as Mantargowda too. And these 3 people have been quite instrumental for DK Shivakumar to go ahead and get the victory in both Chikmagaluru district as well as in Madikeri too. Apart from which, we are also looking at what happened in 2018 to 2019, and let's not forget that there was a Congress and JDS coalition government which was there, and in fact Siddaramaiah was the campaign coordination committee. He was the chairman of the committee between the JDS and the Congress, at which point of time, several of these Congress MLAs had expressed their helplessness, stating that they have not been able to answer to their cadres because of the rule of H.D. Kumaraswamy, and therefore it was Siddaramaiah who had instigated them to move on after the Lok Sabha elections and to hold ground till the Lok Sabha elections were over. And the Congress won only in 2019 elections, the Congress won only one seat, and after which around 17 legislators jumped ship as well. And to give proof of this, Shravan, we saw two former ministers, Dr. K. Sudhakar and S.T. Somshekhar, both of them lashing out at Siddaramaiah, holding him responsible for the coalition, for the collapse of the coalition government.
Right. That was the details emerging from DK Shivakumar's camp. We've also got more details coming in from Siddaramaiah's camp, who actually has been camping in the national capital longer than DK Shivakumar. In fact, we're picking up that he's unwilling to go back to Bengaluru unless the decision is taken. So what exactly has Siddaramaiah told the party high command? Now, this is what we are picking up. First, between 2013 and 2018, he's basically one of the few chief ministers of Karnataka to have completed the full term. Secondly, it is the Ahinda Dalits who have voted for the Congress party, and it was only possible because he was touring the entire state. Now, remember, that is actually true when it comes to Siddaramaiah's campaigning. He's actually toured the entire state, north to south. We've seen the way the campaigning has essentially taken place. In fact, very limited time did he spend in his own constituency of Baroda. More importantly, the biggest trump card that he has, Siddaramaiah has at this point in time, is that majority of the MLAs, of the 135 who have been elected, majority of the MLAs have been supporting Siddaramaiah. And he says if the numbers are with him, there is no question as to why someone else should be appointed as the chief minister. So much so, somewhere down the line, even Siddaramaiah is uncomfortable with this power sharing formula. He wants to be the chief minister for the full term. Let me quickly go across to Harsha first, who's joining us from Bengaluru, who's been tracking the Siddaramaiah camp very closely. And here in the national capital, Madhurima has been tracking the Siddaramaiah camp. First, let me go across to Madhurima for a quick response as to what she's picking up from Delhi. And then I'll go across to Harsha. She's also been tracking the Siddaramaiah camp from Bengaluru, getting us more details. So over to you, Madhurima. What is it that you are picking up? Is it just the number game that Siddaramaiah is playing?
Well, like you've pointed out very rightly, Shravan, that he is flexing over the fact that the 2/3 of the MLAs from the number 135 is in Siddaramaiah's support. What he's also highlighting that the way that he's campaigned for the Congress party, and specifically that the battles in the past term that he has fought inside the house, inside the assembly as the LOP cannot be forgotten and cannot be outruled. Also, he said that he's announced that this would be he would be contesting for the chief post for the last time. So he should be given the chance because it was his battle through and through for the past two terms. The first term when he was the chief minister, and the second term that he fought for the Congress party inside the house very aggressively. That resulted into this victory. That how he highlighted the matters of corruption, that were allegations that were leveled against the BJP. All that was his doing, and that was the foremost issue that pushed the Congress party towards the victory. So he's highlighting all these cards on the table in front of the top rung of the Congress party, Shravan. What needs to be seen is that how seriously will these cards be taken by the Congress party, because Surjewala, when he came earlier out in the morning, he said that all this seat sharing and rotational CM post that the media channels are running should not be run because the Congress is planning for a stable government. But this could be the reason that because both of them, they do not want to share the seat, the coveted post of Karnataka, and they want a clear term. So that is upon the Congress how they are going to decide in the next 24 to 48 hours, as said by Surjewala.
Well, The Congress party is now trying to placate both sides. There is going to be a meeting once again at Mallikarjun Kharge's residence. Senior Congress leaders are expected to attend the meeting, which would include KC Venugopal and a few other Congress leaders. Attempt would be made to placate both sides, because remember, it only appears that both sides are trying to crystallize their position and they're unwilling to relent. And there is no compromise formula that is being worked out by both sides. DK Shivakumar has dug his heels. He's been meeting several of his supporters at DK Suresh's residence. Over a dozen legislators who have already now come in support of DK Shivakumar, saying that Siddaramaiah has already been given one opportunity. It is time that DK Shivakumar should be given that opportunity. Let me quickly go across to Harsha, who's joining us from Bengaluru, getting us more details of the meeting that is likely to take place later in the day. And also Prajwal, I'm asking for Harsha to be also brought in right now. She's been getting us more details of from the Siddaramaiah camp. Let me just quickly get in a word from Prajwal as we get in the later details. Prajwal, a quick response, and then I go across to Harsha with the later details. What is this meeting all about? Is it yet another attempt to bring both sides? Are we expecting that Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar could come together, or it would be separate meetings?
As of now, Shravan, what we get to understand is that both Siddaramaiah as well as DK Shivakumar will be kept away from this meeting. But it essentially will be a meeting between Mallikarjun Kharge, KC Venugopal, Randeep Singh Surjewala, as well as the three observers who had also collected the secret ballot, where the MLAs had voted for their respective individuals, Siddaramaiah as well as DK Shivakumar. And once these opinions were collected, what happened through the course of the day? They will also be discussing about the demands put forth by DK Shivakumar as well as Siddaramaiah, but there will be equal representation from DK Shivakumar's camp as well as Siddaramaiah's camp, because let's understand this, that both DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah are not coming on a single table and they are ready to speak. Therefore, their supporters are being called in, essentially these senior leaders who have been with both DK Shivakumar as well as Siddaramaiah, and therefore DK Shivakumar, ahead of this much touted meet, had held a meeting at DK Suresh's residence in New Delhi as well, and therefore after this they will finally decide on to bring DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah to the same table if they agree. But now they will be discussing the options which are at hand to convince both the top senior leaders of the state in Karnataka.
Let me also bring in Harsha, who's been tracking Siddaramaiah's camp. Harsha, it's unlikely that both the leaders would come together. I'm given to understand that DK Shivakumar is now saying that if you make Siddaramaiah as the chief minister, I'm not going to work under him. But he also says he's not going to revolt against the party. In fact, some of his supporters are now indicating that he's okay even if Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge is made the chief minister. Now that's the position that DK Shivakumar is making. What is it that Siddaramaiah had to tell the party high command?
Shravan, so the tussle between both DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah is not the recent tussle. It's a tussle which has been seen by the party high command since the year 2013. And not to forget, this is not the DK Shivakumar of 2013. It is the new DK Shivakumar 2023. He has suffered a lot in the Siddaramaiah regime when he was the CM, and he was DK Shivakumar was not given the post or any ministerial post in the year 2013. After 8 months, he was giving the position. But let me show you the visual, Shravan, from where I am reporting. The preparations, the arrangements were being done here as the news flouted that Siddaramaiah will take oath tomorrow at around 3:30 p.m. This is a very visual. There were preparations, there were logistics, there were red carpet, there were curtains, there was in fact podium, furniture and chair as well. But right now all the work has completely stopped. It has been halted. The chair have been kept back to the truck from which they were brought in here, and right now we can see the athletes are practicing in the stadium. The entire stadium initially was vacated, but right now there's no movement. That clearly suggests that what Randeep Surjewala stated, that there was no decision by the party high command. This decision is yet to be taken, and the news flouted at 2 o'clock, and around 2:30 there were preparations here. There was the IS officer, there were KPCC office bearers, but right now there is no one. That clearly suggests that DK Shivakumar is not going to let it go this time. Shravan, back to you.
Right. Thank you very much, Harsha, for getting us the latest details. Let me also get in a quick word from Varshini. Varshini, you've spoken to the BJP in Karnataka. They're sensing yet another opportunity to corner the Congress party. You've had Basavaraj Bommai hitting out at the Congress party, saying that this reflects the internal state of the party. A quick response. How exactly is the BJP now viewing this in the state of Karnataka?
Well, if you see, Shavan, the BJP is definitely making sure that this is, they are sending the message loud and clear about how the infighting in the Congress party is definitely going to affect the next term of 5 years of the rule of the Congress party in the state of Karnataka. They say that the Congress leaders are only hungry for power and they only want the power and the administration, but not really here to serve the people. And this is going to be a big disappointment to the people who had trusted them and casted their votes, hoping for a prosperous state of Karnataka is what is where the BJP stands, and the BJP is also very sure that this could lead into a law and order issue. If the leaders are going to keep fighting, the cadres and the supporters will also get down to the roads and fight, and the BJP is actually scared whether this could lead into a different route that is not being expected by any of them. And unless and until a government gets formed and a cabinet and the chief minister gets formed, it is definitely going to be a big disappointment for the people of Karnataka and to all of the leaders who are here as well, Shavan.
Thank you very much, Varshini, Harsha, Prajwal and Madhuruba for getting us the latest details. A story that we are tracking very closely. The newsmakers first on Republic TV, and we'll keep you ahead on that big drama unfolding in the state of Karnataka. Unlikely that it's going to subside anytime soon. Slipping on a short break. On the other side, we'll get you that very interesting story coming in from Pune. Inside details of that espionage racket that has been busted by the Maharashtra ATS.
Mr. Rahul Gandhi raised the issue of institutions. Why these?
Republic TV can ask any number of questions. I'm not going to be...
But Mr. Rahul Gandhi raised the issue of institutions.
Lies.
Sir, he raised the issue of institutions. When the ED goes after you, these protests don't happen.
Obviously, you don't understand English. What can
I understand English, sir. Rahul, would you take a couple of questions on ED, Rahul? You can't push us around. मैं किसान की बात करना गरीबों की ठीक है मैं किसान की पूछता हूँ आप पूछने दीजिए मैं किसान की पूछता हूँ पूछने दीजिए मैं पूछता हूँ बेरोजगारी की बात पूछने दीजिए राहुल
सर यू आर दिस सर आप गुजरात के मुख्यमंत्री हैं आज जनता जानना चाहती है सर आप गुजरात के मुख्यमंत्री हैं आज जानना चाहती है जनता कि इतने लोगों की मौत हो गई है सर लेकिन एफआईआर में किसी का नाम नहीं सर एफआईआर में किसी का नाम नहीं सर एफआईआर में सर आज राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री है इतने लोगों की डेथ हो गई है सर लेकिन कोई जवाब नहीं है सर अब तक एक्शन को लेकर भी कुछ नहीं किया गया सर
Actually, you used to say Baghdadi is the lord of all.
No, not what you say.
What did you say?
I say he's the lord. Basically,
No.
I'll say your one side.
But you, something like that. What did you say about Baghdadi?
मैं आपको एक सेंटेंस में आपको समझ में आ जाएगा अब्ला को कैसा नहीं है आई एम टेक्सटिंग ऑन फेसबुक ऐसे लाइक अब्ला अगर हंसी आई तो खिलाफत आ गई ही वाज सो स्वीट लाइक खिलाफत किसको बोलते हैं ही न्यू जीरो लाइक गॉड एंड एक्सप्लेन द कांसेप्ट ऑफ खिलाफत the army from Khorasan, which is from Afghanistan, will come before the end of time. They will attack India, and they will be the best among the mankind.
So basically, he wanted to attack India.
Basically.
So he said that to you.
The biggest actions of the movements, we've killed 2,700 police officers and a group of various rank, chief minister, generals of the army. These are all targeted killings.
लालू जी, आपके शहाबुद्दीन से क्या रिश्ते हैं?
अरे तुम बराबर यही सवाल पूछते हो।
फोन पे आप बात करते हैं सर शहाबुद्दीन से?
यार फालतू करता गिरोगे यार। अरे छोड़ो,
बातें होती है जेल में।
कैसे बात होगी जेल से?
टेप आए थे शाहबुद होगा, टेप चला
तुम्हारे पास होगा टेप?
टेप है, वो चलाया भी।
चलाते रहो, हरि का भजन गाते रहो।
पत्रकारों को आपने गालियां,
बहुत बदतमीज है तुम्हारा रिपोर्टर।
आपने भी तो उनसे बदतमीजी करी।
फिर वही जवाब बोल रहा है, दे देंगे गुम कर नाच के गिर जाओगे।
लालू जी,
आज टीवी बने हुए लोगों को अपील किया है कि आज टीवी का बाइकाट करो। ये भारत के लोगों की जीत है। वंदे वंदे।
Welcome back. You're watching This is Exclusive with me, Shavan Sen. Now focusing on that story coming in from Pune. The DRDO espionage racket busted by the Maharashtra ATS. Two cases, ladies and gentlemen. One which has been busted by the Central Bureau of Investigation, which names a freelance defense journalist and a former Navy commander. And another case coming in from Pune, where a top scientist of the DRDO has been arrested by the Maharashtra ATS. He's now been suspended by the DRDO. What are the charges that have been leveled against him? It is the DRDO scientist who has been awarded multiple occasions, was actually in touch with PIO agents. He was honey trapped. Now we have accessed details of the investigation that is being carried out by the Maharashtra ATS. In fact, this is what the Maharashtra ATS has to say. We'll bring in my colleague Sandeep, who's getting us more details. He's spoken to top sources within the Maharashtra ATS. An interesting case, Sandeep. You have a DRDO scientist awarded on multiple occasions. In fact, he was considered to be a top-notch scientist. He was in touch with agents in Pakistan, giving details of certain DRDO projects. He was honey-trapped. There is an ISI link that has basically emerged. What more details are you picking up? What is it that the Maharashtra ATS has found after questioning him for over 24 hours? Take us through that details emerging from the interrogation.
Yes, Shavan, he was arrested on 4th of May by anti-terrorist squad of Maharashtra police, and in fact in the custody, in fact several electronic evidence was seized, and in fact these electronic evidence and in fact WhatsApp chats were retrieved by law agency. They recovered that one of the PIO agent who posed as a student studying in London of origin of India, in fact, and in fact she mentioned that she lured this very scientist Pradeep Kurelkar, stating that she admires him, and in fact she also mentions that she hates Pakistan. That is how it started, and she connected Pradeep Kurelkar in last year in November, October. At that point of time, Shavan, a lot of messages were exchanged between both of them. He shared the details of missiles that he were in fact in charge of, and in fact Shavan, he also have shared a lot of crucial information and sensitive information which is against India. Remember, giving some sensitive information in regards of missiles like BrahMos, Agnis, and several other sketches were also shared by these very scientists who was in fact with DRDO. Now ATS has arrested him. Several documents have been seized, and in fact he has also visited several countries. So definitely these are the lines on which ATS is in fact investigating at this point of time, Shavan.
Well, thank you very much, Sandeep. This appears to be just the tip of the iceberg. More emerging from the investigation that's being carried out by the Maharashtra ATS. this at a time when there is another espionage case that has been busted by the Central Bureau of Investigation in the national capital, where searches have been carried out. That's all that we could pack in this edition of This Is Exclusive. On the other side, live and breaking with my colleagues.
At Amity University's 2-week summer school, students of classes 10 to 12 get to explore future undergraduate programs as per their interest from over 30 disciplines. Students attend lectures by Amity University faculty, gain experience at over 400 labs and learning studios, and attend personality enhancement workshops. Register now at amity.com.